guys. All right, here's your short little video about Petite overlay for brow shaping. So this is your customization, and this is for people who measure as petite classically due to their bone structure, but they wish to have a fuller look. So most people, when they want to be fuller in their eyebrows, it's between 0.1 and the arch. So they don't want to be full right out here near the tail, because then it's just going to feel bushy. So we came up with this system to maintain the integrity of the original shape or stencil, and also give them what they wanted. Okay, so what you would do is I'm going to do this on a piece of paper so you can see. And I'm going to shadow this in with, I'm just going to use a pencil because it's skinny. So we came up with this because Denise is a classic example of petite arch with an overlay, because she would always come in and be measured, and she would say, oh, you know, I know I measure as petite or whatever, but she hated the shape. She felt like it was too thin, or she wanted it maybe a little flatter but a little bit fuller, or whatever she said. And so they were listening to her and they wanted to customize, so they would just pick a different shape. And that's just kind of what we did for a while, but it kind of just threw everything about creating consistency out the window. So we needed to come up with something that would maintain that consistency. All right, so now here I have two petite shapes shaded in side by side. Okay, so if you take the petite arch, okay, hold that above the white wall, and you take high arch works the best. All right, medium will also work. This will only work with these two stencils with petite. If you line up high arch with petite, you're gonna see, and you line it up 0.1 first, you're gonna see that the arch point lines up nearly identical. We're not concerned about the rest, okay? Because remember I said they want to be fuller here. So what this is going to do is it's going to create a little bit more width, sometimes a little bit more arch, all right? So stay with me. We could also do medium arch. This is good for people who want it to be, their arch to be pulled out a little further. Okay, so it's also going to give just a little bit more width, but not much. Okay, so for most people who want more density, thicker brow, your go-to for the overlay is going to be high arch. So step one would be to stencil in petite first completely. So you're going to do petite, petite, take off that stencil, and then you're going to take, let's just do high arch. Then you're going to lay the high arch over your shading for petite, okay? And you're going to line that up correctly. So if I were doing this on this piece of paper, I would line this up from 0.1, and I would line the bottom shading with the bottom of the stencil. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? So there's going to be more space for more brow. Now they may already have this much brow already. So I'm just going to color in, and the difference here is we're just going to shade in just to the arch, okay? So then it's going to look like this. So then you're gonna have, it's gonna, see how there's just kind of a little cut off right there after I've shaded to the arch? I'm just gonna freehand and connect that to the tail part. So it's gonna look like so, okay? So do you see the difference between the thicknesses and how that changes completely? So it changes the look of the arch, it changes the thickness, and it looks like it changes the shape, but the length is no different. So that's the difference, okay? So lay down petite, shade it in, lay down high, shade it in from point 1 to the arch only, take it off, connect it, okay? Do the same thing on the other side, and then you're free to go and you show the mirror and all that stuff, okay? Your notes will say, Julie, petite overlay with high arch, or petite overlay with medium arch, regular wax, blah, 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 okay? Again, it only works with high arch and medium arch, okay? If you did it with slim high arch, you're not adding any width, okay? Because this is a skinny brow. It does not work with full for this reason. If you lined up point 1 and point 1, the arch goes way far over, okay? Yeah, and it would just look really weird, okay? So that's how you do the petite overlay. Usually it does pop up in class, okay? I'm technically a petite overlay. I do prefer that, okay? All right, so that's how you can customize. Make sure you put that in your notes, and thanks so much. Bye.